Hey Gearheads, Cory and Bryan
from Brake Check Show,
coming at you again from the Houston Auto Show, and I feel like I've got to come up just to meet you a little bit.
We'll make it work.
But very excited for some of the exclusive content we are able to get from this show. We're actually kind of obscuring it a little, but very excited to see in person this beautiful, brand new Grand Cherokee L. It is the first ever 3-row Grand Cherokee. Let's check it out. All right, Gearheads, here we are, Grand Cherokee L, first ever 3-row Grand Cherokee on the market, and it's not even here yet, but very excited to check this out in the flesh and just see some of what's going on with it. So first, I want to call attention to the fact that it actually starts at just under $37,000, so very competitive in the 3-row crossover SUV game. But this one is the Summit, and as its name suggests, it's pretty high on the totem pole. So let's dive inside, because let's face it, that's where you're going to be spending a lot of your time in this rig. And so what I want to call out here is just how gorgeous this leather is with the quilted. I'm a sucker for quilted leather when you start talking about luxury vehicles. One thing I will knock for all you viewers out there is all the piano black everywhere in this. There is too much piano black for my taste. I fear the dust, I fear the fingerprints, but it is gorgeous in there to look at. What we've got on this one is a 10.1-inch touchscreen Macintosh infotainment system. So it's got the Macintosh stereo, which is supposed to be top tier in the auto industry, and then it's got all your standard infotainment stuff. You've got wireless Android and Apple CarPlay and all that good stuff going on in there. And then it's got all the safety nannies. You know me, I like technology. I like all that stuff in a day-to-day rig, which is what this trimmed out would be. And so, yes, you've got the 360 cam, you've got blind spot monitoring, you've got all that stuff. Lane keep assist, it's all here. One thing, talking about the Jeep brand, is they are known for their off-road heritage. And I was a little upset when they announced this one first, because it's got the extended wheelbase. There is no Trailhawk version like my wife's got a 2014 Cherokee, smaller version, 2-row Trailhawk off-road. This one is really meant for mall crawling and soft-roader duty.
and the tires of it all, right? That's not the intent of this vehicle.
Yeah, this is very much a very comfortable highway cruiser mall crawler, but I think they nailed the styling on this. So Jeep has got a lot of new products coming out. We're actually going to be talking Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer coming up pretty soon. Stay tuned for more on those, but I think when it comes to brand new Jeep styling, that this Grand Cherokee L has got it everywhere. I think from every angle it far exceeds that of the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer. But that's up to you. Let us know in the comments. Which do you prefer? That's nice. So here I am behind the wheel of the Grand Cherokee L Summit, and it is a very nice place to be. Soft caramel leather everywhere, wood trim, very nice. I do like the interior styling Jeep has been going with here lately. The only knock that I would give it is all this piano black that's going to collect fingerprints. I don't know if that's exclusive to the Summit trim and you get away from that on the lower trims, but very much digging that. You've got dual screens in here, so you've got your touchscreen infotainment and a complete gauge cluster on the screen here. And I can see when I actually open the door, it's not pulled up now. Let's see if there we go. There's your ride height adjustment toggle right there.
So this model has air ride. Obviously.
Yes, your drive mode selector here. So I really like the fit and finish of this metal here, and very well done, well crafted in here. So all in all, great place to be, great place to take a good Texas road trip. Now, moving back to the back, this one has middle row captain's chairs with the center mounted a console with cup holders and all kinds of storage back there. Definitely would have come in handy when I was a kid fighting with my brother on long road trips, but very nice. And I'm actually gonna try my best to climb all the way in the way back in that third row. All right, so here we are in the second row, and I'll go ahead and sit here, sitting behind myself, pretty comfortable. You've got manual recline in the second row, not a bad place to be for the road trip. And just like the front seat, you've got a center console with dual opening bins, if I can figure out how on earth to open. Folds forward for a flat load floor as you're bringing more stuff in there. So definitely a handy, definitely a handy feature as you're loading this up. So those who are considering the captain's chairs, but kind of concerned about how it comes to hauling stuff, simply fold that thing forward. You've got hard plastic here. You've got another hidden cubby for the back seats right there, or I guess the middle row. But let's jump into that back row. All right, so as simple as pulling one lever. And as you can see, the action that it takes, you can leave a child seat in while you do it.
That's a big deal.
Yes, super easy to climb back here. Plenty of opening and plenty of space back here when you pull it into place. So definitely not a luxury place to be when it comes to all the extra space in the other rows. Not exactly the worst penalty box in the history of the world. Okay, you're coming after me. But power fold third row, that's a nice feature that you can do as Bryan demonstrated from the side passenger side door right there. You also have USBs, 2 in every row, and that's USB-A and USB-C. So I've got 2 right here by me. There are 2 on the other side. There are 2 of each behind the back of the center console up there. Cup holders galore. Power buttons back here in the rear hatch. There's air conditioning vents. Like, again, not a penalty box back here. You're definitely going to have enough to keep you entertained and to keep the kids entertained on long road trips. And fairly simple to get out as well. Oh, okay. So, coming back into the back, the way back, not bad cargo space. Obviously, you give up some with the third row, but with most 3-row crossovers of this size, I really feel like those are bonus seats. Those are seats that you're only really going to use in a pinch when you need them. So really this, in all practicality, is a 4-seater with lots of cargo space or a 6-seater in a pinch. But as Bryan demonstrated earlier, you've got power fold. Let's see if I can find the right buttons. Power fold third row seats.
That's quite a bit of storage when they're down.
Yep.
If you use it as a 2-row vehicle, that's pretty good.
That is cavernous if you're using this for a 2-row vehicle.
I would say it's overland approved.
Yes. And then power fold up. And one thing, I know other YouTubers knock FCA, Stellantis, whatever you want to call them. I guess officially Stellantis now. One thing I give them huge props for. I've got a 5-foot wife. Button to lower the hatch here on the side. So that is our quick walk around at the Houston Auto Show of the 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, the first 3-row Grand Cherokee. Can't wait to see these on the road. They are expected this summer. That is the vague answer that we're being told right now. As we learn more, check GT Garage Talk and BrakeCheckShow.com, both those websites, for more information as it becomes available. And of course it's not going to go down. The power for the hatch. Here on the side. Okay.